when I'm at home in Baltimore, I teach venues, like small DIY venues, how to be a safer space, which just means if someone comes to you and says, hey, I was just harassed, or I was just groped, or this guy keeps following me, or whatever, you just deal with it appropriately. It doesn't mean you can necessarily prevent the bad behavior. It doesn't mean that you kick everyone out and everything's terrible. It just means you know what to do and you know how to support someone that's going through something, right? So we wanted to take that idea and bring it onto Warped Tour with us because it's such a big thing. Like, Warped Tour is huge. There's so many people around. Like, of course there's going to be some asshole, right? So you want to be able to deal with that appropriately, and really the people that have the most power in a big festival setting are just the other audience members. Like, there's only so many security. They can only see so much. They're worried about people breaking their necks, you know, like moshing or stage diving. So what we need actually is the other audience members to know what to do, how to step in, how to interrupt harassment and violence. And that's whether it's gender-based or racial or transphobic or ableist, like whatever. We want people to support other marginalized folks. So we have a booth set up normally next to our merch table, and they just tell you exactly how to do that. Like, specifically, how do you literally do that when it happends? It's through like my activism with Hollaback and the Baltimore chapter of Hollaback, which I founded, and you know, I just kind of saw we were collecting a lot of stories about women that were being harassed on the street and in public spaces, and so that's on one side, and then there's like laws against harassing at work or school. And we were like, but what about when you're just like in line at the coffee shop or trying to catch a band or get a drink or at your local bookstore? Like, what do you do then? It's not really public space traditionally, but it's also, what are you gonna do, sue? You know, like, that's ridiculous. No. So I thought, you know, Baltimore is I love living in Baltimore. I love the community there. I wanted the Baltimore community to kind of take care of its own. And there's a lot of street harassment that happens because a lot of people, there's just more foot traffic. It's really, street harassment happens everywhere. It's just a per person capita kind of thing, whatever that's called. The more people, the more street harassment. So, you know, it's happening. And then of course it's a very like racially segregated city, and it's not a very great place for people of color, especially black people. So I wanted to address that and make sure that people had the tools to just step in and be an ally and let a victim know that someone has their back.